Hello, just come out with Adrian again. Just changed his nappy and fed him, so he should be happy for a little while. Um, Here he is. And he's got a nice new hat because his other one kept falling off. Um, yeah, another development I wasn't happy with was that Adrian's birth mother changed her mind and she's coming back. And she says she wants to stay here until the final C-52 is signed for the parental order. And I'm unhappy about this because I've already paid her off, and the replacement nanny is much easier going, and she helps me look after him, and she's cheaper. She's a great deal less hassle. Well, I told my surrogacy lawyer about this, and another worrying thing is like birth mother complained to her solicitor about me making a loud noise behind Adrian's head because I was worried about his hearing, and she also complained about me letting the nanny let some friends stay overnight. And the surrogacy lawyer said this was worrying because it's the sort of thing which couples who are sort of fighting for custody sort of complain about. So she advised me not to antagonise her and to pay a commercial rate for nannying Adrian when she comes back, because I was told that she can withdraw her consent for the parental order and even for British citizenship and passport at any time. Like, despite the fact that she signed these consent forms 4 times and they're all like they've been notarised and apostilled and everything, she can still withdraw her consent. And like, it's like extremely frustrating because like, she signed these forms, have been paid 4 times now, well at least 3 times. So the surrogacy lawyer said best thing to do would be to find a local family lawyer and see what my options would be if I had to appeal to local sort of jurisdiction, local law courts. But that she said like she'd better liaise with them herself. Like, the local solicitors, they'd be sort of quite cheap, I expect. She charges £250 an hour. So it would cost me a fortune, in addition to all the other money I've paid. Then she asked me, submitted me an invoice, and I requested to pay another £10,000 on account. And I told her like I didn't want to pay her rates, and I told her to stop work on Adrian's case. I was sort of annoyed because I paid her £78,000 so far, and I still haven't got a parental order, and Adrian's still stuck here. And Adrian was born in the start of December. I instructed the surrogacy lawyer at the end of January. So the surrogate's not allowed to sign this A101A form for the parental order until 6 weeks after the birth, but in the end she didn't sign it till 6 months after the birth. And in the meantime, surrogacy lawyer was racking up about £50,000 bill writing this report for the parental order, for the court case judge to read. And if I can't get him home, then I've wasted all that money. Why I see it, like, the most important thing is getting him home. And I don't understand why I need like separate lawyers for the immigration part and the parental order part, because one of the issues is like they get entangled. Like when the birth mother signed this A101A form and surrogacy lawyer's own sort of their own bespoke consent form. She was also supposed to sign like these passport office form. Like she thought it was like better, to get her to sign them all at one time. It's more likely to sign a passport form when she's presented with all the other forms in front of her notary. But then it got dropped off. The passport office thing got dropped off, and that caused me another month's delay and another month's worth of costs. And I sometimes, I quite often feel like maybe I should have spent a bit more money on the immigration lawyer, because sometimes the immigration lawyer's got other clients, and I don't think they specialise in surrogacy. So I think some things might have been got done quicker if I'd had a more experienced more experienced immigration lawyer who's experienced in surrogacy problems. But I've only spent about £4,000 on my immigration lawyer. I've also been paying like the surrogate's own solicitor, local solicitor, to act on her behalf, and I've paid about £800. Paid the nanny at the moment, so looking after her, pay her $50 a day. So it takes her about 5 days to earn as much as I've been paying my surrogacy lawyer for 1 hour's work. And apart from everything else, I just sort of think it's really unfair, because I can see the valuable work that the nanny does, which is brilliant. And I'm just frustrated because all this work on this parental order might be wasted if I can't get Adrian home. So I don't think it's even worth trying to apply for a parental order or whatever until you've got the child home. And it's also sort of frustrating because I'm a single man, so benefits which a parental order gives you. And I saw some report and it listed about 6 benefits, but because I'm single man, only 3 of them apply to me. And the one that matters most of all is just having control over, to make decisions for Adrian's welfare, self-control, so I don't have to contact the surrogate if I have to make a decision about his education or something. And there's also difficulties if Faraz had died, then there's difficulties with that. So it is sort of worth having, but it's so expensive, and it sort of it doesn't sort of give me much. So now I'm just waiting for the Adrian's birth member to come back, and unless she changes her mind again, then she'll be back this weekend. And then I just have to sort of wait until the Home Office grant him Adrian's British citizenship, and then wait again until they grant his passport, and then hope nothing else goes wrong. So, speak to you later.